Lita, I honestly look in the bathroom mirror and I think I am physically aging 10 entire years every single week. My left eye is constantly jumping, my hair is falling out, and I am completely stressed out. I tried to distribute my small savings into 3 different financial funds yesterday, and now I am checking my mobile phone every single minute.
Oh, wow, the terrible financial stress. Sam, please do not lose your hair over the money market. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another completely nervous, high stress episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Lita.
And I am Sam, and today, guys, we are talking about the absolute panic of modern adult life, the heavy weight of daily anxiety, and why taking a deep breath never actually works when your manager is screaming at you.
Exactly. Deep breathing does not fix a crazy boss. We're dividing this stressful journey into 3 exciting chapters today. First, we will talk about the absolute nightmare of financial stress and trying to relax at home. Then, in Chapter 2, we dive into terrible, useless advice people give you when you're angry. And finally, Chapter 3 is all about funny, weird habits we do to calm our completely nervous brains.
3 chapters of pure stress therapy. But wait, Lita, before I tell you how I completely destroyed my back trying to do living room yoga, we have a very important physical mission for our amazing listeners today.
Oh, yes, it is challenge time, guys. What is the big physical fitness strategy for our language learners today, Sam?
Listeners, if you truly want to build a massive, incredibly strong English brain, you absolutely cannot just listen to this conversation one single time. You have to treat this podcast exactly like going to a heavy, sweaty language gym.
A heavy language gym? I love building strong vocabulary muscles, Sam. How does the fitness method actually work for learning new words?
Well, the very first time you play the video, you're just doing a fast, easy warm-up. You listen to my terrible stress problems and you stretch your ears. But the second time, you lift the heavy iron weights, you pause the video, you carry the heavy vocabulary words, and you repeat them out loud until your English muscles are completely massive and powerful.
Yes, lift the heavy vocabulary weights, guys. Make your brains completely strong. So, Sam, tell me about your completely nervous, jumping left eye. Did you actually try to do a peaceful yoga class in your messy living room?
I absolutely tried to find some inner peace, Lita. The strict bald manager sent me 10 angry emails about the financial reports, and I felt so incredibly overwhelmed. So I put on my bright yellow banana jacket because I didn't have any clean sports clothes, and I tried to do a complex yoga stretch on the hard floor.
You did peaceful yoga wearing a yellow banana jacket? Oh my goodness, Sam. You must look like a very stressed, bending fruit. Did you actually use a soft yoga mat?
I do not own a soft yoga mat, Lita, so I just sat directly on the wooden floor and I tried to use my rock-hard black brick bread as a yoga block to support my heavy legs. But I completely lost my physical balance and I rolled backward into the green potato alien painting.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible falling yoga practice right there. I think that's a wonderfully stressful, highly emotional vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Overwhelmed.
Yes, overwhelmed. It's an excellent B1 adjective that describes feeling completely buried by too many problems, too much work, or completely strong emotions, so you feel absolutely unable to handle the situation, like feeling incredibly overwhelmed by 10 angry emails and a jumping left eye.
Listeners, please practice this completely heavy, stressful word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Relax your stressed minds.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. I was way too incredibly overwhelmed, Lita. I honestly just wanted to hide under the broken wooden table. And that actually makes me very curious about our stressed listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our first very honest, stressful question for you right now. When you wake up in the morning, what is the absolute biggest, heaviest thing that makes you feel completely overwhelmed in your daily life? Is it your job, studying for difficult exams, or maybe your crazy family?
Tell us your absolute worst stress secrets down in the comments below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only adult falling over his bread. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what the bald manager did while I was lying on the floor? I really want to tell you, Lita. I was lying completely flat on the hard wooden floor, looking directly up at the green potato alien painting, and my smartphone suddenly started making a loud, terrible ringing noise. It was an absolute, unexpected video call from the strict bald manager.
Oh no, a surprise video call? Sam, please do not tell me you actually touched the green answer button lying on the dirty floor in a bright yellow banana jacket.
I panicked, Lita. I completely panicked and hit the button by mistake. So his shiny bald head appeared on my screen, and he just stared at me. He saw my yellow jacket, he saw the heavy black bread on the floor, and he was completely silent for exactly 10 seconds. And then he yelled, "Sam, you have to finish the financial report right now!"
Wait a minute, guys. Listeners, I have a fantastic native secret for you right here. Did you hear how Sam just pronounced the words have to? He sounded incredibly formal and slow, like a very polite robot trying to explain his crazy yoga practice to a king.
Oh no, did I sound completely serious and proper again, Lita? I thought have to was a very strong professional way to explain how angry and strict the bald manager was.
It's absolutely perfect if you're writing a very serious warning email, Sam. But when native speakers are talking very fast, or when we're completely stressed and screaming about heavy reports, we almost never say have to. We smash the two words completely together and just say have to, have to.
Oh yes, have to. You have to finish the report. I have to stand up from the floor. That sounds so much faster and wonderfully relaxed, Lita. It completely shows the real heavy stress of the corporate office.
Exactly. Try using have to when you're talking quickly about an obligation or something you absolutely must do, guys. It's a brilliant secret trick to make your casual spoken English sound perfectly fluent and very natural. So, Sam, did you actually tell him you were doing bread yoga?
I completely lied, Lita. I told him I dropped my pen and I was just looking for it under the table. And then he told me to just take a deep breath and relax. It made me so incredibly angry.
Oh, that's the absolute worst thing to say, Sam. When someone is completely overwhelmed and stressed, telling them to just relax actually makes them explode like a dangerous volcano. Which brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our nervous journey today. Listeners, put down your heavy black bread and stop doing terrible yoga, because we're going to dive into the absolute nightmare of useless advice, why drinking hot tea never solves real problems, and the terrible things people say when you are already completely angry.
Lita, falling on the hard floor is embarrassing, yes, but when I finally stood up, the strict bald manager looked at me through the computer camera and told me to just drink a warm cup of green tea. I honestly wanted to pick up my heavy black brick bread and throw it directly at the digital screen.
He told you to drink warm tea while you were completely panicking about the financial numbers? Oh, wow, Sam. That is absolutely the worst thing to say to a highly stressed person.
It is completely terrible, Lita. I was sweating inside my bright yellow banana jacket. My left eye was jumping, and he just kept talking about peaceful nature walks and deep breathing. He gave me so many bad advices.
Wait, Sam. He gave you so many bad advices? The strict English grammar police are completely pouring your hot tea on the floor right now. Advice is a completely uncountable noun, my stressed friend. You absolutely never add an S to the end. You can give someone a lot of advice or a piece of advice, but never advices. Advice.
Oh, right. Thank you, Officer Lita. He gave me so much terrible advice. My angry brain completely forgot the uncountable nouns because I was boiling exactly like my hot garlic mushroom soup. When someone looks at your red face and tells you to just calm down, it actually makes you 100 times more angry. It is so incredibly frustrating.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely angry, boiling soup right there. I think that is a wonderfully annoying, highly emotional vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Frustrating.
Yes, frustrating. It's an excellent B1 adjective that describes a situation that makes you feel incredibly annoyed, angry, and completely impatient because you cannot change it or fix the terrible problem. Like receiving completely useless advice from a bald manager when you're already overwhelmed.
Listeners, please practice this completely annoying, angry word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Stop giving bad advice.
Frustrating.
Frustrating. It was an incredibly frustrating corporate meeting, Lita. I honestly just wanted to eat my entire pot of sweet garlic mushroom soup to feel better.
Oh, he is very frustrating, Sam. But honestly, screaming at a digital screen or falling on the hard floor is just the loud, visible part of daily stress. The absolute weirdest part of adult anxiety is the completely crazy, quiet little habits we do when absolutely nobody is watching us, which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our nervous journey today. Listeners, stop biting your poor fingernails and put down your heavy coffee cups, because we're going to dive into the absolute madness of stress eating chocolate at midnight, pacing around the room like a trapped animal, and why cleaning your entire kitchen at 3 in the morning is actually a silent cry for help.
Lita, wanting to throw your black bread at a computer screen is completely terrible, yes, but waking up at exactly 3 in the dark morning, putting on my bright yellow banana jacket, and walking in circles around my small living room like a completely trapped zoo animal is absolute madness. My nervous brain just will not turn off.
A trapped zoo animal in a yellow jacket. Oh wow, Sam, that is a very late, very crazy night. Why are you actually walking in circles in the dark instead of sleeping peacefully in your warm bed?
Because I am completely awake and nervous, Lita, I start thinking about my 3 financial funds, my heavy corporate reports, and the shiny head of the strict bald manager. So I just walk from the broken wooden table directly past the green potato alien painting and back to the table for 2 entire hours. I even started eating my rock-hard black brick bread just to keep my human teeth busy.
Oh no, midnight stress eating. That is a very common, highly dangerous nervous habit, Sam. When your anxious brain is completely full of heavy thoughts and you physically cannot sit still on a chair, you are just completely wasting your physical energy on the hard floor.
Wait, Lita, let us pause your completely physical, walking energy right there. I think that is a wonderfully moving, highly nervous vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Restless.
Yes, restless. It's an excellent B1 adjective that describes feeling completely unable to stay still, sit quietly, or relax your human body because you are feeling incredibly anxious, completely bored, or very stressed out, like a tired adult pacing around a dark living room in a bright yellow jacket because he cannot sleep.
Listeners, please practice this completely nervous, moving word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Stop walking in crazy circles.
Rest less.
Restless. You are a highly restless pacing animal, Sam. And honestly, walking in circles is much safer than my own crazy habit of aggressively cleaning the entire kitchen at 3 in the morning. And that actually makes me very curious about our nervous listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our third and final very restless question for you right now. What is the absolute weirdest, completely crazy secret habit you do when you are highly stressed out alone in your house? Do you eat an entire box of sweet chocolate or scrub your bathroom floor?
Tell us your absolute worst stress habits in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only adult eating hard bread in the dark. So Sam, did walking in circles and eating bread actually fix your heavy financial problems?
Oh, it absolutely did not fix my heavy financial problems, Lita. I just ended up with a very full stomach of rock-hard bread and absolutely zero sleep. When the bright sun finally came up, I had to go to the corporate office looking like a completely destroyed, tired zombie in a yellow banana jacket.
Oh no, a tired, nervous zombie. So your crazy midnight walking did not actually help you manage your terrible stress at all. You just made your human body completely exhausted before the real work even started.
Exactly. Eating heavy black bread in the dark is a terrible way to manage my nervous feelings, Lita. I honestly need to find a much healthier way to handle the strict bald manager and his angry emails.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible, unhealthy bread habit right there. I think that is a wonderfully psychological, highly useful vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Cope.
Yes, cope. It's an excellent B1 verb that means to successfully deal with a very difficult problem, handle heavy stress, or manage your terrible feelings in a positive, healthy way, like trying to cope with an angry boss by doing actual sports instead of eating hard black bread at 3 in the morning.
Listeners, please practice this completely emotional, managing word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Find a healthy habit.
Cope.
Cope. I absolutely need to learn how to properly cope with my heavy stress, Lita. Maybe I should just give all my money to the green potato alien and ask him to be my personal financial advisor.
I think the alien is a terrible painted financial advisor, Sam. But honestly, learning how to peacefully cope with crazy daily stress is exactly like mastering a new English language. It takes a lot of time, and you can't just do it completely alone in the dark.
Oh, yes. Listeners, the hungry internet algorithm is exactly like a strict, stressed, bald manager.
Exactly. The YouTube algorithm completely loves to test us, guys. If you want to show the smart digital robot that you are highly committed to learning and completely ready to cope with new words,
You absolutely need to feed the hungry algorithm right now. Give this video a massive thumbs up and completely smash that shiny subscribe button so we can defeat the digital boss together.
your daily subscription tells the strict algorithm that you are an official vocabulary master, guys. Thank you so much for completely surviving your stress with us today. Please do not eat hard black bread at 3 in the morning, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Take a deep, peaceful breath.